Did you know that a person's true face can only be seen in two moments? When they are truly hungry and when they realize that their successful life is nothing more than an illusion, falling apart at a dirty gas station somewhere near Erfurt. 1,600 kilometers from Przemyśl to Paris is not just a route on Google Maps, it's purgatory. It's a path where every kilometer strips away a layer of falsehood until nothing but the naked truth remains. Today, I'll tell you about a trip that taught me one simple thing. Sometimes, a ticket to a first-class life costs exactly as much as a forgotten bag on a bench near a cheap coffee machine. Morning in Przemyśl is always the same. It smells of damp concrete from the station, exhaust fumes from old diesel engines, fresh pastries from the nearest bakery, and a thick, almost tangible anxiety. Here, in the parking lot where the great European artery, the E40 highway, begins, people say goodbye. Some cry, some silently smoke while staring into nothingness, and some try to pretend that this departure is just a casual trip. When I open the door of my van, I become more than just a driver. I become an observer, an unwilling confessor, and a mirror for those who decided to leave everything behind. That day, my passengers were three young men. Let's call them Maxime, Artem, and Dennis. They appeared in the parking lot as if beneath their feet was not the cracked asphalt of a border town, but the red carpet of the Cannes Film Festival. Expensive watches, as it later turned out, very high-quality replicas from Chinese factories. Perfectly pressed white shirts, and looks filled with such arrogance as if they had rented not a seat in my tired Renault, but the entire Autobahn along with the sunlight itself. Maxime, the obvious leader, held a leather case as carefully as if it contained the crown of the British Empire. "We need to be in Paris on time," Maxime said, adjusting his collar, its whiteness almost blinding against the gray platforms. "We have a business meeting there, serious investment projects. You understand, time is money, and big money loves punctuality." I simply nodded, loading their suitcases into the trunk. Over the years on the road, I've seen hundreds of such wolves of Wall Street traveling in 16-year-old vans to conquer the world. Their bags were heavy, but not from belongings, from the ambitions they carried like shields. We set off. Ahead of us stretched a long ribbon of asphalt running through all of Poland, Germany, and half of France. As we reached the Polish Autobahn toward Rzeszów, the guys kept playing their roles. They loudly discussed stock prices, promising real estate in Paris's 16th arrondissement, and which wine pairs best with fresh oysters in Montmartre. They spoke of millions as casually as if they were coins for bread. I stayed silent, listening to the steady hum of tires and the whistle of wind outside. The road has a strange magic. It removes people's masks slowly, kilometer by kilometer. In the first 100, you're still a hero. By the 500, you're just a passenger. By the 1,000th, you're just a human being who wants sleep and a bathroom. Within Poland, the E40 is endless noise barriers and green panels hiding the view. You feel like you're driving through a tunnel, a perfect environment for self-delusion. The guys pulled out their expensive smartphones and started filming stories. Maxime spoke to his imaginary audience about stepping out of your comfort zone and investing in the future. While sitting in my van with a coffee stain on the ceiling from last year, Artem nodded along, and Denise pretended to analyze important charts on his screen. The first crack in their luxury facade appeared somewhere near Krakow. The body cannot be fooled by business jargon. The stomach demands what it demands. "Boss, can we stop at a gas station?" "I need coffee," Dennis asked. His voice had lost its metallic confidence. Now it carried a note of simple human fatigue. I pulled into a large rest area. The guys got out looking around nervously, as if afraid someone from their circle might see them. Watching through the rearview mirror, I witnessed the first act of my internal comedy. Instead of going into the restaurant and ordering a hot meal, these millionaires slipped into the darkest corner of the parking lot, behind massive trucks with Lithuanian plates. There, they pulled out plastic containers and poured boiling water from a thermos into instant noodles. I saw Maxime carefully holding a disposable fork, trying not to stain his snow-white shirt with cheap yellow broth. The contrast, a white collar and the smell of artificial chicken, was so absurd I almost laughed. But on the E40, we don't laugh at passengers. We just watch. We crossed into Germany near Görlitz. The sun began to set, flooding the road with heavy golden light that made every stone look like gold. The scenery changed to perfect fields and endless rows of wind turbines, slowly turning on the horizon like giant guardians of time. In Germany, the E40 becomes faster, harsher. The hum of tires changes. The concrete is rigid, making the vehicle vibrate. My passengers grew tired of pretending. The cabin fell silent. Phone screens went dark. They finally fell asleep, their heads swaying to the rhythm of the road. Maxim slept clutching the leather case. In his sleep, he no longer looked like an investor, just a young man afraid of making a mistake. Nighttime Germany is a different world. Thousands of lights, endless lines of trucks stretching to the horizon like a river of fire. Around midnight, we stopped for fuel somewhere near Erfurt. The night was cold, the wind cutting through to the bone, reminding us how small we are in the vast body of Europe. "Quick, guys, don't take too long," I said. They returned, slammed the doors, and we plunged back into the night. About 50 kilometers later, a scream shattered the silence. "The bag!" Maxim shouted. "I left the case on the bench near the coffee machine." His face turned pale. "Everything was in there. Our suits, my shoes, Dennis's brand shoes. What are we gonna wear? Turn around, now!" But the E40 is a one-way road, no easy turning back. It would cost hours. Time, they claimed, was money. "I'm sorry," I said, "we can't turn back." That was the moment of collapse. The rest of the journey passed in silence. Not proud silence, but the silence of defeat. Without their perfect jackets, they became just three tired guys heading into the unknown. At dawn, already in France, Maxim finally spoke. "You know, there wasn't even money in that bag, just clothes. We spent our last savings on those suits so people in Paris wouldn't see who we really are. Just regular guys looking for work. We thought clothes would open doors. We thought we could trick fate. And now we're entering Paris in dirty sneakers." He paused. "Funny, isn't it? We built a castle out of sand, and it collapsed at a gas station. The price of our success turned out to be exactly the cost of one cup of coffee.